Thank you very much, GBS. Game 2 here, ladies and gentlemen, of Team Liquid against 9pandas. Fogged, we're getting the morph coming through once more.
We are.
9pandas, they pick it nice and early. Liquid, this is going to be their approach against it. As you said, we have been seeing the morph being beaten recently in some scenarios. This game, this draft, do you think Liquid's got the power to do it? Or could they fall to a 2-0 to 9pandas in this series?
A possibility if they cannot stay clean and stay aggressive, but I mean, I feel like every time I'm watching Liquid, they're going for like just winning all 3 lanes and then trying to just dominate the game after that. But they've definitely slipped up a lot. Quite a bit of mistakes in these. I mean, I guess it's just like since yesterday, right? Going for these tempo kind of drafts and making mistakes, which in this type of game, if they make too many mistakes, this is going to be a strong scaling draft from 9pandas. So they go for Death Prophet. So I think maybe they were identifying also in the last game, because besides what the panel was talking about, where there's like, where's like that big burst with the Mars combo, how could they take buildings? So I think this time around, they were like, okay, we're getting a Visage, which is good with Morph, good versus Morph, and takes buildings, and we're even kicking up the tempo more. Nisha's going to play Death Prophet. So they're looking to play super fast.
I mean, where does sort of Death Prophet sit at the moment in your eyes? Why don't we see more of it? You know, when is the good time to go with the Death Prophet?
I think it's undervalued, actually. I'm not sure when you ideally really want to fully go for it right now, but I guess if you can get some type of good matchups and you don't see the most burst damage on the enemy lineup, because they're not looking at 9pandas, I guess their burst, it takes some time to get online. It takes till they have some itemization from the TA, itemization from the Morphling like that. So, yeah, I don't know. I think this hero is actually quite underpicked because it's got a ton of buffs. I think all the 7.33 and onwards or something like that, it got buffed. And I didn't see nearly as much of it as I was hoping to, but let's see. Let's see what we do again. Let's see if it's going to work. See if tempo is going to work. Greed versus speed. Will Liquid get the speed to work this time?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you were saying what during the draft as well. You like to see the Tiny picked up when it was by Liquid?
I like the Visage Tiny lane. I think now we're seeing the two of the better answers in particular versus Morph. It's like the Enigma Tiny or the Visage Tiny. One, you can get kills. One, you can slow down the farm. This one, it's a kill lane. I've just seen these Tinies actually just catch every Morphling off guard. Like 3 tree throws, a blood grenade, a hit, and then a soul assumption, and these Morph tend to die. That's all going to be what Liquid wants to do in this early game, is get that early advantage, and let's see if they can. Because I'd say top, they have that advantage. Mid, they have a pretty good matchup. Bottom, this, even though there's a Bloodseeker, the Silencer might make this lane a little bit weak versus Darkseer Spirit Breaker. We'll see.
Sure. But overall, you do feel that Liquid's going for a similar time.
Yeah.
If they don't get the lead, push the advantage, this Morph TA likely to outcarry.
Likely to carry, yep. Absolutely. Unless they have like a very substantial lead, I would say by 20-ish, 25. This could be difficult for Liquid, but yeah, let's see if it does go down. I'm going to keep watching Ramsey's top because you blink and you miss it.
Sure, he can die quickly if he's not careful.
And that's perhaps also why they do like having, besides just the Bloodseeker versus this Darkseer versus the Morphling matchup where you're just keeping this Morphling at like 10% HP. But they're going to get the kill bot.
They are. They're able to take him out here. 9pandas. They should lose solo in return. Mid-game gets the kill.
Can we get a bash cam? Was that 3 bashes? I'm not even sure. He got 2 or 3 bashes. I'm not certain, but they do get that kill as we, that's the lane to look at least for the side of 9pandas in the early game. That Darkseer Spirit Breaker, it's very impressive.
Yeah, Miro should be fine. He has a surge. He's just waiting for the curse to end. So I say that. Mid-K can get another hit in. He can't quite. Miro,
Blood right.
Gonna have to dodge the blood right. Mid-K, he's able to get in and get that final touch. So they've got that early kill, 9pandas, but Liquid, they'll get a second kill for Mid-K in this lane.
Yep. I mean, Bloodseeker's going to be that strong answer, of course, versus the Dark. So it's just the Silencer that definitely can give up a ton of kills down here. Let's see how mid goes. I'm curious how this matchup ends up going nowadays, too. Used to be okay for the DP, but my goodness, Kiyotaka.
Yeah, he's going to do good. It's a great start,
excellent.
Kiyotaka.
Yeah.
First few waves, he's having a fantastic time.
Man, I mean, Kiyotaka has been on the rise, and I would say that Nisha has definitely been faltering a little bit more than people would have anticipated. Say that, but Kiyotaka now maybe going...
Verify it, one more hit! Oh,
Tower armor.
9 HP.
Tower armor saving him for sure.
It certainly did. Meanwhile, back down bottom, Solo. He's going to be able to get back in, take out Insania again. Mid-K, can he find the trade kill?
What are the bashes?
I mean, if Solo gets a bash, it could get pretty messy pretty quickly. You got to watch out for this Darkseer Spirit Breaker combo.
Level 3, almost on Miro. Okay, back down. I mean, Solo, careful.
Bashes in a row there.
Solo might just die here now.
Charge. And indeed, with the curse upon him, Solo will pay the price.
That's a fun lane.
Yeah, they're playing pretty reckless down here. And
top.
It should be okay. It's still, even if it's early, he's able to shift enough strength, quick enough Ramses, so they won't be able to burst him.
You say that. I got to keep eyes on it there.
Some sort of random tree coming
One
in.
soul assumption and a tree. Yeah, could just bring him down. They will get the Rubik. Tons of aggression coming up from these lanes. Ramses is doing okay, though.
It's getting rough. 19 for 4 against the 9 and 2. Just Kiyotaka on an absolute roll in the mid lane.
That is interesting. And Nisha's going to do the build that people did
Bottom.
on DP for a long time. We'll have to wait for that. Too much aggression.
Got Solo zooming around here, trying to get in under the tower to look towards Insania. How squishy the silencer is. Charges back up. It's going to be another dead silencer, Insania. Or maybe, yeah, the bash is there. Insania's gone. They're having a lot of fun.
Another one.
There. Solo.
I mean, look at Antares.
I mean, he wants to join the fun. All the action's happening down here. See Solo look to try and run Mickey out the lane as well.
7
Got to
kills.
back off.
7 kills in 3 minutes. Mickey is getting zoned off the wave.
He is. It's not easy to step up, especially as they saw Antares showed his face down here as well. It's not a fun place for Mickey to be.
Nicely done with the glyphing the wave, right? I feel like we see that so much from these Dark Suits. Glyph, dive the wave, they'll get a successful one, but now, will they get something back? They'll get the surge off.
Yeah, they're able to split and avoid the blood bright.
Okay. Death Prophet a little bit behind, but you see the Darks here, they're getting kills, but he's behind on last hits. Zai, Roxy.
Living on the edge there, both Zai and Ramses. I mean, they tried to abuse the fact that Boxy had left the lane, made the move over towards mid.
Look at Antares' inventory. This is the saddest Rubik on the planet, but it's all about playing with the Morphling. So double salves and raindrop just to throw onto Ramsey so he can continue farming. Ramsey's 18-6, getting slowed down a little bit.
Hold on, they tried to go for Miro again. It's going to be fine. In terms of regen, of course, just sitting on the ring. He's out of mana.
Kiyotaka's not going back to the mid lane. As good as he was doing, this is where the matchup becomes just dominant for Nisha. Pushes him completely out. Level 5 is hit.
Solo surged up, looking for a lucky bash. Won't find it.
Yeah, it's interesting. Kiyotaka is literally just completely full jungling. I guess the wave's going to push down to the mid lane. He'll get these next 5 hits. And they're actually setting up with the charge. The dive, I mean, Boxy's here. Flipping the wave.
Let's see if Liquid get away with this dive, because TPs will be coming in from 9pandas. The avalanche onto Solo, but Antares has turned up. I don't know if Liquid's going to get away with this. Boxy's in trouble. Nisha will get a kill on the Solo, but they'll lose Boxy in return. He immediately pops the Exorcism to try and turn this into more. Now for Antares, chasing him down. Further TPs to be coming in from 9pandas, but not before Antares goes down. Nisha
he might keep going. Kiyotaka could be in trouble also.
Miro's going to turn up, offer the surge to allow Kiyotaka to keep a safe distance. Back in action also, Solo's going to be TPing over towards the mid. Can they punish Nisha? Solo.
He's got a siphon in a second.
They've got enough damage. The meld hit comes in. Nisha trying to keep alive with that final siphon, but that is his last one. It's going to be enough though, as Nisha able to walk away. He's just going to turn back in. Manages to pick up the power rune, get that illusion rune.
He should full heal off of it as well too, pretty much. How much the Ghost end up giving him.
That's good stuff there for Nisha. Had that slow start in the mid, but off the back of that, making that aggressive play, hitting the 6, he's back on but exactly back where he needs to be as a Death Prophet in this.
Absolutely. And I feel like this is one of those examples here where it's like, you haven't played versus this hero much, and it's like, oh my god, Spirit Siphon's still broken, everybody be careful. They do have a Rubik though, so remember, that's something we're going to have to always look out for as game does progress too, is there is a Death Prophet, but it is picked into a Rubik for these spell steals, and into a Morphling. So Morph, I feel like he's one of those heroes that can actually utilize Death Prophet siphons amazingly. Even though you're not shifting into this like Agi or anything like that, just playing off of the DP spells is very nice for a Morph. 6-4, slight lead, only slight though for Liquid. But this mid tower, it's going to drop very soon.
I mean, they just continue to pile the pressure onto Kiyotaka. Going with the siphon, just caught by the trap slow. Up top, Antares tried to head over towards the Wisdom Rune, but Boxy still grabs it, and he'll also grab the kill.
Farewell, my friend. Nisha will get charged, but no, Solo's not going to complete that one. Wisdom Runes was a 1-for-1. We saw Antares attempt for the little steal there. But yeah, mid tower, it's going to very, very quickly soon drop. Let's see if they look to make multiple rotations, because right now the supports, they're kind of struggling. Solo, he's doing okay, but Antares, he's playing like a full 5-position Rubik at this point. Kind of, I guess he has to, because Solo's playing the Spirit Breaker with the Darks here, but this is not going to be that Antares show that I think we saw last time from the Primal Beast in particular. It's going to take more time for him to be that flashy Rubik.
Just super hard for them to make any move on Tanisha in this mid lane now. Now that he's got the treads, he's level 7. As the 4 points in Siphon. And Exorcism's going to be back online in 5 seconds.
Yeah, now the bottom lane is kind of broken as well, too, right? The Darkseer has to jungle. They find Solo.
The toss back. He's going to look to charge away. So with the curse upon him.
Kitaka.
A few more hits. The stick charge is going to keep Solo fine for a little longer. And indeed, in the mid, they get the big kill. They take out the TA once more. And Senia, can he get the curse on Solo? He can.
He can.
Solo, he's going down as well. Liquid starting to push the game towards a similar point that they were at last time in game 1 around the same minimum, where they were building this early lead.
And their lineup this time, as I was saying, it hits towers. Last game, they couldn't really hit buildings whatsoever. Like I think you said it once or twice. It was like, this mid-tower, like they pretty much couldn't hit it.
I think it was 20 minutes in, that's barely touched the tier 1 mid. This time round, of course, it's well and truly gone. Just 8 minutes in.
8 minutes in, and Vizai, he's got the familiars already finished up. He's doing the build that I think we see popularized now with the Solar Crest, because you just get these little cheap stats with your crown, magic wand, double branches, and everything. He's got it done already, so the pressure is probably going to continue to go up toward top next here from the side of Liquid. And Mickey, he already has Maelstrom. Like, even though they lost some hero, they lost a Silencer and stuff bottom, it is a Bloodseeker versus that Darkseer, and he's been able to just keep himself all the way at the top here. So Liquid, this time around, much better, at least in the tempo. Just can they keep it up?
Definitely set up much better for success this game, even though they did have a comparable early game lead in that first time round. The factors here this time with the draft definitely seem more favorable.
Yeah, as long as we see, as long as DP, we'll see what the hero overall, how it ends up working into like the later stages of the game, especially when he's playing into giving siphons to both Morphling and Rubik and stuff like that. Nisha gonna be going down this Witchblade route. I like it versus the TA quite a bit. We'll give you protection and offensive potential here. 2K lead at the moment. 45 seconds until they have Exorcism. Nisha very likely to just, I think that's when it's just the call to maybe invade the enemy jungle, that top jungle, and also take the top tower. But that's going to be pick your poison, because if you do go top, then it's going to be Kitaka. He's going to farm up these Ancients, which I imagine are both going to start getting it very stacked up for this TA. Solo actually misses the stack on the secondary one, but it happens. And now he's going to check to see if it's blocked.
Which would be nice powering to be able to hold Venetia. The Arcane.
It's a really good one, yeah.
And looks like they will be able to. I mean, 9pandas, they're not heading over towards the river. Nisha will have an Arcane ready to go for that next Exorcism.
Arcane straight to the top rune of that
Arcane, Exorcism, push top tower. Sounds pretty appealing. We'll see if that's the move they want to go for.
It's going to be fully spotted, of course. They have wards, as well as traps to see.
I don't think they care if they get spotted, because they can just push this tower, and I don't think 9pandas will want to do much about it.
No.
They don't want to fight into Exorcism right now.
No, they need... this lineup is pretty slow, honestly, from 9pandas. Having a TA in the mid lane, having a Morphling, it is quite greedy. Especially with the Darkseer being lane versus that Bloodseeker, he's slowed down as well. So yeah, this tower, it's going to drop. Nisha, not even going to use the Exorcism for that. Nisha actually looking like he wants to potentially set up for a kill with it. Yeah, he's TPing bottom.
All right, yeah. Play a bit more aggressive here with the Ghosts, as the Ghosts are out.
Miro.
The rupture upon him. He's going to try and keep his distance. Look for a deny to the neutrals. Not going to get it. Nisha's in with the Crypt Swarm. Another kill for him.
They're snowballing pretty hard, 10-4. Top tower, it's dying to familiars. Bottom tower should die to this Exorcism too. A lot of map control going to kind of be gone here from 9pandas. Some nice rotation here from Nisha. Witchblade's done. And that was the end of the Arcane rune, right? If I'm not mistaken, for the Exo. So he'll have it up very fast. And he used his TP, so his TP will be up faster too. This one feels a lot more difficult for 9pandas to slow down. They don't have ways to fight back versus this early game right now.
Solo's going to try and charge in, but there's really no fight to be had. I mean, well, maybe with Miro? They're going to try and go.
Okay, Exorcism's ending.
Can they kill Nishi? He's still got 2 more Siphons to survive with after this one. They're going to try and burst him with Kiyotaka focusing down the Death Prophet with the heals.
Mickey.
Too strong. Ramses waveforms in, but he can't quite finish off Mickey.
Uh-oh.
And now Ramses, he turned up to a tough fight. He's going to get caught by the Bloodbright. Mickey gets back in there. They bring down Ramses. They bring down Solo. This game, too, it seems to be falling on to 9pandas to make the mistakes.
Sometimes you play versus the DP. You haven't played versus it in a while. The Siphons come out. They do not have the damage. I'm actually surprised they went for that play. Kiyotaka now. He's ruptured.
He's got TP.
See?
He's going to catch him. Just in range with the tip of the Avalanche, as they'll be able to set up to take out Kiyotaka. Maybe more. I mean, they've got eyes on towards Antares. Antares will be able to turn with the stolen avalanche.
He's going down, probably.
Yeah, Zai's birds, they're upon him. The stun's coming in. Miro's going to offer up the surge, but Antares, he's already gone. 14-4, 6k lead here for Liquid.
Much better execution from them and a much easier way to, as I said, I think just being able to take these towers is really quite indicative of how much pressure they're able to apply. They're even now invading all over the place here because all 3 towers are gone at 12 minutes in. They're even going to stack and farm it inside this enemy triangle. Just kidding. Insania blocks it. He says, Nisha, nice try with your efficiency. And 9pandas are going to need quite a bit more time here.
Yeah, it's going to be a much more difficult game for 9pandas to recover when in terms of like when you look at the carrier. Right, Ramses this time, he's not on an out on this Morphling, and a Morphling that just turned up to a very painful fight down bottom. So
everyone's struggling.
Needs a lot of space, a lot of time to really get his game back on track. And yeah, with the implications of Liquid's move so far, it doesn't look like Liquid's going to give 9pandas that chance.
That is the fastest Mjolnir. I'm calling it. That's the fastest Mjolnir ever, right? 13 minutes.
Let's get up the stats. Or do we already have the stats?
I didn't see the Mjolnir one. What?
There's a 12-minute Mjolnir.
12-minute Mjolnir? Who the hell got a 12-minute? That game must have been a stomp. That is so early. That is actually insane how far Mikke is. And they're going to keep this pressure up. Top tower, probably on the horizon here. Glyph is actually on cooldown. Yeah, they can probably just go for this one if they know that Glyph is down. Tanking up, too. These heroes are not squishy by any means on the side of Liquid. 9pandas.
Ramses, they're going to look for him.
Shows himself.
He's going to be able to find him. He throws out a sort of a nuke into the creep wave. He tries to go for a CS with the adaptive strike. It costs him his life.
Oh, and this is just getting too much here for 9pandas to handle.
I think so.
This global play, the blink now for Boxy super early. Everyone on Liquid is having a good game, and almost everyone on 9pandas is having a real rough one. Even Kiyotaka. Boxy, maybe they can punish him at least.
They're going to try.
But the toss...
He's going to go straight for the TP out. Good call from Kiyotaka. Will manage to save himself. Of course, back in the river, they did not have the damage to kill Boxy off. Solo's going to charge back in onto Insania, but this Spirit Breaker ain't killing any of these 3 heroes. They're just going to turn and kill him. Another kill for Mikke.
How the hell was there a 12-minute Mjolnir? I'm still like, what the... Who would it have been? Maybe it would have been a Bloodseeker.
I mean, that must have been some sort of brown... It was definitely some brown
boots, probably.
Mjolnir rush,
yeah,
right?
Something like that.
It was pretty wild, but indeed, yeah, we see here, as soon as he reveals himself, Boxy's quick with the jump. And of course, at this stage of the game, Ramses, he's only got that Yasha, does not have the Manta. So you get a catch on him, you're going to be able to blow him up.
Another one.
Then find Kiyotaka. Ramses is going to turn into the Tiny, use the Avalanche to try and hold them back, provide some sort of protection. The refraction's back up. They've got the charge and the wall down onto the 2 of them. So it's a decent attempt at a fight back from 9pandas that will get them the kill on Boxy.
Siphons.
He's still healing up. See if Solo can stay on top of him. No, he's going to back away from this. Mikke, he gets it to get the double. He's now ready to swing across and look to help outside to find more. They're in onto Antares. The Rubik's going down. Triple kill for Mikke. They have to run. Ramses and Solo, they've got no part to play in this fight. As once again, Liquid coming out on top. Only Boxy going down there.
This Death Prophet pick seems perfect, honestly. Nisha, he's 5-0-5 this time around. Tower's dying, pressure's being given. He's being the frontliner. He's tanking for his allies. They threw everything onto him here. He just Spirit Siphons. And Tara's actually stole it, but it doesn't do nearly enough there. This one is... So it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely seeing the strength of coming
Another one.
And do this mid lane Solo. Is he going to be able to run? Get the charge off.
But he's low HP.
He's going to be all right.
Okay, he'll be able to get away.
I mean, Boxy, he picks up the Invis Ring. He might stay on the hunt for him. Let's have a look if Boxy can do something sneaky.
Ooh, Solo, careful where you're clicking. Okay, he'll be able to get out.
Yeah, Boxy's actually going to head back over towards the mid. They might
he wants bigger ones.
Jump on Kiyotaka.
Yeah, he wants a bigger target.
Antares.
Level 12 on Nisha. Exo's back up. Feels like he has no cooldown.
And Boxy can get the toss back. It should be a surefire kill. Antares hiding in the trees. They're going to look for the jump onto the TA instead. They get the toss back. Nisha got the Siphon and the Ghost up. They're in on top of the TA. Is there any way for Kiyotaka to separate himself? No. He's going down. Antares to fall as well. 2 more dead. The Exorcism out. The tier 2. They'll put the fortification. But they should be going down pretty soon as well as Liquid. They keep their foot on the pedal.
2 minutes. Way too much pressure. A Yule's, a Witchblade. They have so many. The 3 cores are just absolutely massive. Even the support's catching up to those cores with this pressure plays and all these kills they're getting. It's 21-5. I mean, Mikke's going to have BKB Mjolnir before Ramses even has his Manta.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, definitely not slowing the pace down by any means. Having this natural tower push, it just continues to give them the map to be able to swing over, continue to pressure, and just give no breathing room to 9pandas. there even mech yet? Okay, mech just coming out from Mira. Incredibly late as well. All these item timings have been delayed so much this game for the side of 9pandas to try to build the fight back. Mech, seems like that's going to be the call for them to attempt to fight around.
See if they can catch. If they can get one of these cores on their own, maybe they can get the kill.
And they're playing... EXO is on cooldown.
Okay.
BKB is about to be delivered.
I mean, they're underneath the vision here. Box is going to have the eyes on them, and he's in with the jump. He gets the avalanche onto the two of them. Mickey just commits in. We'll put the BKB. See if they want to get back in to chase for more. Looks like they'll respect 9pandas, and 9pandas are able to split.
I mean, maybe if the BKB literally doesn't get delivered at that exact second, they perhaps could get Mickey there, but still a difficult kill. You can feel 9pandas kind of grasping at straws this early game from Liquid. It's been their cleanest one.
Well, we have seen them lose some advantages in the past, but yeah, this game it's going to have to be like another level of mistakes really for Liquid to let this one slip away.
It'll have to be a pretty big blunder on the pushes in particular. Maybe it's could be with some type of like maybe some big steal plays. I think a lot of that is going to be like Antares if he gets some crazy type of exorcism, maybe that it gives him some type of enough damage. But yeah, difficult. Or Rupture. I mean, he does have a good one.
Ramses, he's got a fair bit of strength build up, and he has got his Manta done. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They still catch him.
I think the Blood Right hits.
I think right.
I think he manted into the Blood Right.
Manta the DP silence, and then the Blood Right hits, or vice versa.
They're going to continue. Exorcism's back up. They're gonna go for this end.
Moxie, that's another grab. He's in. Gets the toss back. Another kill.
Oh, this one might be done and dusted.
There's
no glyph even for this tower. It's dead. That's Rax at 19 minutes.
Yeah, we've had some quick games at the major. This one's definitely going to be up there if this continues at this pace.
Nisha's going a bit of a different item choice here now, too. He's actually going to be going for the Aghanim. It's cool. I mean, it's cool with Exorcism. It does make your spirits do more damage, so. He doesn't even have to use Exo. This tower is just dead to the Visage. Are they just going to go top?
They could.
I feel like they can just go top.
As well.
They're actually going to back it up. That's actually a bit surprising. I thought that they were just going to keep going because they have Exo, but maybe Nisha's saying, I'm 100 gold from Aghanims, and then just saying that he's going to go for it. Or maybe they take the super safe route and they go Roche.
They could.
Especially because, like you said, they did end up, like, you know, that yesterday, especially versus Tundra, after having like a 12k plus lead, ended up losing it, so maybe trying to be as safe as possible.
Yeah, I mean, this is, obviously, if they lose this game, they're going home.
Yes, and you know what? It is daytime, so it shifts to bottom. They have the tier 2 to push down bottom too, so... Let's see if 9pandas can mount a fight. This feels like it could be their last one.
It could be. If this goes badly for them, they're probably losing the base, probably losing the game.
Foxy.
Not a bad start. If they can kill the Tiny quickly.
They have detection.
He's going to be able to still get the avalanche off, and indeed that jump's not going to go well at all. Boxy's fine. They'll get a nice 4-man vacuum, but there isn't really any follow-up.
No.
Ramses, he's been ruptured at the side of the fight. Mickey did pop in a pretty early BKB in this team fight.
Ramses.
He's trying to back away. He's got the Manta to remove the first silence, but they're in on top of him. Ramses
Too much
will get taken down. They will get Mickey in response. Can they get anything more, though? Miro and Antares falling low. Zionisha still pretty healthy as they'll push on to take down Solo. Miro's going to get followed down by Insania as the curse is upon Miro. He's up to the high ground, but Insania will finish him off. 4 dead on 9pandas. They get Mickey, but it's just not nearly enough. They still lose more. They've got eyes over towards Key Attacker. He's trying to hide, but they're found in the sentry down. They'll toss back the TA, get the team wipe.
Team wipe, and then a Wisdom Rune. Nisha beyond godlike. This time it's flawless from him. Okay, now they're all dead. Maybe don't go back for the rush. Yeah,
it really is. I mean, as you said, Nisha having a few games recently that were a bit shaky. He's making up for all of them and more here. 10-0-10.
With a clever pick. I gotta be honest. Like,
I think they weren't ready for this pick, right?
No, I really don't think so.
And I think we definitely saw, that the power kind of bringing in a hero that players and teams, they're not too used to playing against.
Another setup.
A lot of moments where they underestimated what this DP could do.
Yeah. And a great lineup to really play around it, too. Playing around the Visage, it's all about just pressure. 20 minutes. There's been literally no space for 9pandas to farm this time around compared to the last one when Liquid just couldn't take the buildings. Yeah, a much better approach. And a much cleaner one.
They'll protect the bottom set of Rex in the tier 3, so Liquid, they'll back off. They could look to go back towards the Roshan.
Yep.
So last time 9pandas attempt to bring a fight down here did not go great. Ended in getting team wiped. They might try again because it's sort of all they can do in this position.
True.
We'll see. They're grouping up down bottom.
Exorcism back up in 30 seconds. Liquid being patient on the high ground here. And When they see a target, they might just strike. They see Kiyotaka.
Foxy, he's ready with the jump once more. They get the toss back onto the TA. Kiyotaka's gone. 9pandas, they just have to run. So if they get the opportunity, Mikkei's ready to look to chase them down. Antares will manage to telekinesis back the Bloodseeker momentarily, but this Bloodseeker too speedy. Mikkei gets the double.
They might just lose more. Boxy. It's on solo.
He's going to get the catch.
Another one.
Toss
Kills.
into the Bloodbright. 3 dead. None of them with buyback. Not that it matters. I mean, they're sort of the position they're in, the low levels. They will be back pretty shortly.
And now you don't go for the Rosh. You have Exorcism again, so now you go for the push. No glyph. Rax is quickly going to fall, and they're just going to pop the X-Zone. Probably go for the Megas. They call it.
They call it. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. 23 minutes in, Team Liquid. They take game 2 as this